Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. It is lovely to have you here and it is a lovely beautiful sunny morning. So I'm on to do another little make today of a grungy envelope. What do you call it when you just pop it in a journal? Tuck in, I suppose, yeah. Journal tuck in, or add it to, that just sits inside your journal rather than is part of it. So I've got a few now, junk mail dyed, quite heavily dyed, grungily dyed envelopes. So I was thinking they will make nice, what did I call it? I can't remember what I called it. It'll come to me. Right, let me just check the size of it. So all I've done, well, I did it before I copy dyed it, look, was I cut the top across. I haven't even cut it straight, look. I thought I'd cut it off, maybe I just cut it to open it. So it's just a bank statement one, I think. Or a bank letter, it looks like. We don't really get bank statements, so I don't know. But it's definitely, looks like that kind of thing anyway. Yeah, that's what I was doing, I was measuring it. So remember, just like everything we make, if you want it to fit in your journal, it needs to be journal size. So I want to keep the window, so I'm going to have to cut it up that way. So I think about the middle of M for male. And I'm sure, oops, that won't go straight to this. I'm sure we'll use that for something. Yeah, let me cut it straight. It might be that it's cut again at some point, but we'll start off with it straight. I stand a better chance, don't I? Yeah, lovely. Okay, so all I want to do first of all is cover up, if it was like the Royal Mail or something like that, I don't think I would mind it so much, but I don't particularly want private and confidential and what have you. I mean, some things you might, some projects you might, but I don't want it on this one. So let me just grab some glue pages. So I hope you're all well and getting some crafting done or enjoying watching some crafting. It is still morning just. Oh, I left the lid off my glue last time. That's it. Yeah, I've got most of my jobs done downstairs, not all of them, but enough to want coming and playing in here for a couple of hours. And yeah, Neil enjoyed himself fishing so much, and what we were supposed to be doing today has been cancelled. What were we doing today? Oh, he was going to work for a meeting, that's right, it's been cancelled. It was his day off, he was going in on his day off, so because we didn't have any other plans, he asked me if I wanted to do anything, and I said, well, I'd planned to be in my craft room because you were going to work. He said, well, if you don't want to do anything, I'll go fishing then. So he deserves the time off, he certainly does. And yeah, it's if I went out and did anything, we'd end up spending again. We always spend. So I thought, since it's such a nice day, I'll stay home and do what I planned, which is get the washing the laundry basket empty to the bottom, and get some crafting done, including, I hope, I just want to, that wasn't long enough, just want to reinforce the fold, the spine, because it's going to be like a, I had in my mind what it was going to be when I started thinking about what I was making. Now it just won't come to me. I'm sure it will, but it's not a folio. Anyway, it's a piece. It's an add-on piece. That's all I can call it at the moment. So yeah, it's going to have a spine and it's going to have a pocket on it, and it may have some paper in it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But it's just a tuck-in. Is that what I was thinking? Could have been. So this is just, this paper that I'm putting on is just an old till roll or adding machine roll that I've had in my stash for a long time. I do keep using it every now and then. I've made snippet rolls on it and all sorts of things. It's the roll that just keeps on giving, really. And then I'm going to use some more of my strips, which are still out on my table from my last make, and I'm going to go around the edges in here Don't think I will on the outside. I'll do a bit of stamping and what have you on that, but yeah, I'm going to go around the edges inside just to, you know, firm them up a little bit. That one's not too bad because it's a stuck down flat, but this one's quite flimsy, so we'll use some of this up, shall we? And I don't want it too thick, so that might even do two sides. Just reminded me of school that we used to have a Spanish teacher and we nicknamed him well, not just us, as in not just my year, but I think it was one of those nicknames that teachers get that stuck through the years. Passed on from one year group to another, I would think. We nicknamed him Two Sides because I don't know if he was Spanish or Italian, but he taught Spanish anyway. He yeah, whenever he gave you well, not lines exactly, but it was like what, homework for being naughty, I guess. And he always used to say two sides. You had to write two sides. You know, he said it all the time. Two sides, two sides. So it became his nickname. Not too bad. Nothing horrible, I guess, really, as regards nicknames could be. Very personal and rude. I don't consider that to be too bad, but I'm sure he was sick of hearing it himself. I think he knew. I think he knew that's what people called him. You know, playground duty, watch out, two sides is coming, that kind of thing. Yeah, and I've had it from the other side as well, being a teacher, so I know what it's like. So having a not too bad nickname. Don't think I had a nickname. Well, I didn't have one that was ever shared with me, let's put it like that. I didn't have a catchphrase that I can recall. Yep, that's nice. I've just suddenly gone really hot. Now it's warm. I don't know why, because I'm guessing, maybe because I'm talking. Because I've been sat here a while playing. A couple of hours, I think, I've been sat here playing. I haven't been hot till now, so something you guys have done to me. You're getting the blame. Let's get rid of those bits. Okay, so I know it's a bit long and drawn out, this bit, but it's fun when you're actually doing it. I don't know how much fun it is to watch. Where is that crease? There. It's too thick as well. I don't want. It doesn't need to be really thick, it just needs to give it a little bit of extra strength on the edges. We could all do with a little bit of extra strength, couldn't we? So the yeah, the subscription numbers are flying up at the moment, and it will soon be at 2,000. I've mentioned it a few times now, but it's really taken off now. So I don't know if that's because people know I'm near 2,000 and, you know, joining in, or it's just a happy accident. People are liking what I'm doing, which would be nice. I don't mind either way, whatever's causing it. But yeah, I will. That's quite close to that, isn't it? Don't like that. I might have a piece that goes all the way down. That might be a good idea. And that's nice. Because it's going to show under, isn't it? So yes, it might be all right actually. Yeah, I am going to let it go beyond the 2k before I do the giveaway. And I am going to make a journal for first prize, which I haven't done yet. But there will be a few runners-up prizes too. But I know it can drop straight back down again afterwards. So yeah, we'll probably get to 2010, 2015 before I either make something or show you it and tell you that's what it's for. One of those things. But yeah, thank you guys. It's lovely to have you here. And yes, I know there are quite a few newbies who have joined to watch. They're actually watching because they're chatting with me, which is lovely. And a note, you see, that's not big enough to go over that now. What are you like, Denise? Put it down here then, seeing as we went to the effort of making it pretty. I know new people find you all the time, because I do. I find other channels all the time I've not seen before. That's it. So I have been sat, I'll show you it in a minute, I've been sat playing with a bigger envelope doing this. A piece of that, is that slightly different? Yeah. And it's on both sides, so yeah, a much bigger one, but I got so far through it, it's lovely, and then I thought that's not necessarily going to go in a journal. You could call it a prototype, I guess, if you like. Or it's not going to go in one of my normal A5 journals because it's too big. Another way to use up some of these strips, though. I think I've picked the black dobber up there. I have, which is always a plus. Don't know where I was going with the good. Always a good thing, I guess. Got up to the top a bit. Oh, I was lucky that moved because it's fine glitter. Oh, it is showing under there, but that's fine. I'm going to put a frame around the front of that anyway. It doesn't look very straight, does it? I'm sure I did that on the chopper, did I, Toy? Or is it the other end? Let's have a look. It just definitely does not look very straight to me. Strange, but I think it was just about. So I don't really want to crunch this edge. Straight-ish. I want to take that coloration off it. Mind, it's not got to be perfect, has it? Who said it's got to be perfect? You spare. You are. We'll have you in there then. I'm back to brown, yes. So, oops. We're heading, as always, at good breakneck speed towards the weekend. Wherever the week's going, I don't know. It feels like April's nearly over. And it only seems 2 minutes since it started. Okay, that will do. Yeah, so my idea is a tuck pocket on the back so far. Obviously I want a picture in there for the window, so I was wondering about a pocket here and a tag, but then I can't put anything in there, can I? But I could have something flipping out there. So let's have a look at the one I was making. So you can see this is going to be a standalone piece, isn't it? Because it's huge. So yeah, I didn't think about if I put pages in it, what will show will be what's on the pages, not what's on the back there. Oh yeah, I did a little bit of stamping on that one. Is my stamp around then? I don't remember putting it away. Surely not. I don't put things away. I have done. Just so that it's, you know, blended in a little. I don't want it to be. So it looks part of the. And on these, run out of ink. Just so it looks part of the actual envelope. Or when it has all the things stuck on it. Okay. Oops. Let's put some some lids on. Good job the cat wasn't here, he'd have chased that. Anything that moves like that's fair game. Okay, so I'll put that on the front, didn't I? What's that called? Do I use another piece of this? So this is just a sheet of paper. I think it's from Home Book and Treasure. So we want to be about 7 centimetres. Is that enough? 7.5 wide. By 12. So we can do that on here then. 12 that way. They're not straight. Can't cut a straight line if I'm not starting straight. Oh, sorry about the bang. Okay, 12. That's that. 7.5. What's there? And what did I do last time? I measured it in. I did it by just trial and error. I've got a lot of scissors in my way here. Where's my smaller ruler? What did I say I wanted it? Yeah, so it's 5 and a bit. And that is, I should have done it 7 and a bit, then I could have just gone in 1, couldn't I? Let's just go in 1. There. And a bit, and we'll do the same this way, in 1, oops, 5 and a bit. Is that making any kind of sense? Do you measure 5 and a bit all the way down? Yeah, you're nearly 5 1/4 actually, so I need to cut inside that line. That's 5 1/2 up there. No, it's not quite. Then that way. The finished hole wants to be 10 centimetres exactly. So what did I have it? 12, so I can go in 1 there. Made life easy for myself there. So there, 11 there. Okay. It probably isn't the easiest way to create a frame, but it's the way my brain works, so that's what we're going for. And then I just want that ever so slightly rounded, not a lot. Actually, that one is quite well rounded, isn't it? But we'll see how we get on. Okay, moment of truth. I like to get quite a bit out of the middle because it gets in your way. Bizarre person, aren't I? There we go. Right, I've got room to get in and cut now. Let me get to these. Oh no, I nearly cut to the corner. I'd have been mad with myself. I'm supposed to be cutting inside the line. I don't know that I have been particularly. And you go, that's it. Oh, the concentration. Oh. Well, it's handmade, so, you know, it's not precision made, is it, when it's handmade? That's the whole point, I think, of having something handmade. It's not, yeah, precision. Okay, what we're looking like? Well, we look like a frame now. Do we fit? Not bad, not bad. And now it's a bit thin to do this, and maybe I should have done this to start with. Click, click, and click. So there you go. One very bizarre way to make your own frames, if that's your way of working. Come on, let me pick you up. Yeah, okay, so I want to kind of get a bit of inking around there if I can. And I'm going to ink the frame as well. I know this is mostly going to be covered up, but if a little bit it's showing, then it's not, you know, glaringly a different colour, I guess. Of course, you could decoupage, you could collage around it, or you could do like I did on the inside and just put strips around it. There's so many different ways you can make a frame if cutting out is not your thing. And for me, it depends what day it is. Some days I wouldn't have attempted that, other days it's a piece of cake, so yep. I like that. I want it that way up. I don't know why. Yeah, I just like the pattern of it that way. Right, I'm going to, shall I out glitter it? Add it out, yeah. Let's be brave. So I think I'll go around the edge of there. Like that. Close in. Just a line around the middle of here. And then I'll go around the edge up. It's very thin paper. Lovely. Okay, let's go for it. I haven't even checked the view. I hope you can see okay. Lovely. Oh, I wiped it with a wet wipe. A wet wipe rather than a dry wet wipe. Lovely. Oh, that's it. Grunge it up a bit more, Denise. Right, I think we might be at the same place, are we? Yeah. Oh, the only other thing I have got ready, what am I doing for time then? Oh, fine. Is a couple of pieces of Tim Holtz scrapbook paper that I brought along. Yep, here we go. Back, everything back. Oh, and I brought these beautiful flowers. I'm gonna that's off this paper that I've used. These are it's here, look, Pink Botanicals fussy cut flowers from Collage Type. There are more than that, they're just the ones I've cut out to bring. Well, that's got a bit of pink on it, yeah. So this, yeah, so I was thinking, do I want to be a bit shorter? A little bit, I think. I want it actually inside, just inside the parameters. Yeah, I think I'll just make it a big tuck. So I'll round the internal corners, and I want a where's the big one? Let's see if this will, should do on this because it's nice, cut nicely because it's nice scrap paper. Oh, noisy, but it did. Don't turn it that way, it's too bright. Yeah, so still grungy. So I chose the Tim Holtz because it's grungy, and the envelopes are grungy. This one's got a bit of red on it. Of course, it could have been either side. Yeah, because then that can have a nice piece of well, anything, ephemera, nice big piece of ephemera or paper or book page or image or anything. And I think I'm just going to put that down. Where is the glue? Right over there. Love this Tim Holtz paper. Everything's done though. It's all done for you. You don't really need to do much to it. Oh, it's dustbin day, so I don't know if you can hear, but that's the dustbin. Oh, I could put tape down there as well if I want to. I'm wondering, I might actually stitch around it. I don't know yet. Haven't decided. Oh, pin. Oh, shall we do this one as well? Don't know how far I'll get doing two at once. So the only other paper I brought is this. So arithmetic or graph paper. I think I like the really grungy graph paper, to be honest. Yeah, it's way too big, so Have it about there. Yeah, I've got lines to follow, yay. I've got another strip now. That'll make a nice page edge, won't it? And that one. My dustbin is very full as well, I have to say. We went to the tip yesterday with some, you know, the local tip, and with stuff out the garden, and you know, big boxes that things come in and packaging, all sorts of things, because they you know, you recycle them there at the tip. And my goodness, the stuff, the amount of people there, you know, 2 rows of car after car after car, the amount, it's quite shocking actually, the amount of waste we create as a nation, definitely. I don't know about as a world, I'm sure it's the same, but yeah, it's quite shocking to think we're just one town and one part of one town, that all that was just going in, what, the 15-20 minutes we were there. Yeah, quite humbling about how much stuff we use and waste, because yeah, I'm sure quite a lot of it, I know some's recyclable, but I'm sure quite a lot of it somebody would be grateful for. Lots of furniture broken up and put in, and oh, just everything you can imagine. Wood, I hope they recycle the wood, because that would be crazy, just putting wood into a hole in the ground or burning it or whatever. It took all those years. I know there's lots of wood that's man-made, but you know, real wood. And gosh, I believe it's really, really expensive at the moment, is wood to buy to do projects with. Yeah, like that. Okay, so they've both got that on the back. So I need to think now about papers, and I need to get some, and yeah, see if I want them in or not. So I'll just go grab some. Right, I didn't grab the paper yet. I just had a quick thought about what I wanted to do with this. I was just sat pondering it a moment before I went for my paper, and I'm thinking I would like to put a piece of Tim Holtz on the back of here, and then it can have a tuck, you know, open at the top, and it can have a card that goes in it that will be pretty there. And I'm thinking the Tim Holtz paper, because that's still pretty-ish when it comes out, isn't it? Yeah. The front's going to have the flowers and the things on it. So, what size do I think? I definitely want it to cover all that, and maybe a bit more, so I don't want it to come all the way down here, because I do like this, you know, this bit of it. So I guess that's kind of needs to be stuck down, doesn't it? So 13, yeah, just over 13, because that's as much as I can measure on that small chopper. So as much as it will go that way, and then across, well, we could make it a square. No, we won't have a square. So we'll have 6 inches in the middle, 12 by 13 in a bit, let's see, and then we'll have a look at the other piece, because this is the biggest one, isn't it? So we want it that way up. So, oh, it only just fits. Yeah, it's like 13 1/4, I think is about the most. You can measure across that way, and then, what did I say, 12, didn't I? Okay, let's try that piece then. Did I measure it in the wrong direction? I think I probably did. It fits either way, so don't know how I managed that well. So I'm going to round the corners again, so that it's clear that it's the back of the pocket, or that it is a pocket, and I want it right up there with a divot in the middle. So let's find the middle. I'm going that way yet. double check before I do it. No centimetres, yes there is. Other side. So half of 13 is 6.5 and a smidge. So about there is the middle. Just use this one, I think. I've got them all out now nearly. Go on in. Sounds like my creaky bones. This way we'll still see something pretty behind the... Oh, that's dustbin. Something pretty behind the front window, the envelope. Oh, I wanted it that way, didn't I? And yeah, I'll still be able to put some papers in, which is what I wanted. I think I'm going to put that on with some Fabri-Tac, because if I can find it. Oh, where have you gone? There you are. Next to the new one. You're not the new one, are you? No. Yeah, I might need to move it around a little bit. And that inside is nice and grungy like the rest of it. So yeah, I only want a couple of pages. It's not going to be a huge journal in itself. Just a little bit of something extra. I mean, this one, like I say, this prototype is massive. This one might be something on its own, but I am starting to do some bigger journals, so maybe not. I should have maybe marked the middle on there as well. Does it matter? I don't know. I think we'll just go down a tiny bit in case we decide to trim the top. Oh, Denise. That's the thing, if you want it to slide, it slides. Can't expect it not to. So when that's dry, that'll have a nice tag in there. And yeah, I didn't tell you about the flowers are for the front, and I've got a few bits of, oh, did I rip that tissue, which I think might go nice on the front. I'm wondering if it wants a bit of gesso actually, just to bring it down in places. We'll see. I think it might. It's quite grungy, isn't it? Anyway, let's do this one. I was off then, and I've only done one. You're the other way on, aren't you? Yeah, you're too small. Did I have another big piece somewhere that I cut off? Yeah, I cut this off, this one, didn't I? Did I? Yeah, it was all down that side, that. So, do we want the times table in it? That piece is quite nice, isn't it? Measurer then. Let's measure. So, we're looking at 13 in depth. And what? 10? Yeah, 10 by 13. 10 is the across one. Let's do that one first. 10. And then 13. I'd quite like that piece near the top. These little pieces won't be wasted. Never waste a piece of Tim Holtz. I don't. Oh, that's the other way on. Look on that side, so that's irrelevant. So we're having that side, aren't we? Yeah. I quite like this this pattern here with this one. So let's do the bottoms, and then we'll. Oh, I've got lids off everywhere. Look. And this, which I can maybe just about guess with this one, and then I can start putting some lids on before I go look for some papers. Okay, yeah, It's quite nice in there, I like it. It's not so much showing at the bottom, but oh, yeah, that's right, that's the side you're gluing. I did only glue 3 sides of that other one, didn't I? Yeah, I'm not that daft, am I? Oh, I am. We all know I am. Yeah, so Simba and the Black Cat is still a mystery to me. I know a few of you have been asking me, so yeah, he's been out, went out really early this morning. Neil got up and let him out, so he was being a pain, and he must have been out a good 3 or 4 hours before we went down and let him in. You know, it was like 5:30 this morning he went out. Yeah, and him and the other cat are both sat there. Well, according to Neil, because he went down and let him out, let him in again. But not close to each other, but not fighting. So I don't know what's going on. But as long as there's no fighting, you can't go wrong with a bit of Tim Holtz, can you? This one hasn't been inked round, has it? So yeah, now I'll go and look for my my papers for the middle and something to make a tag for in there. Yeah, I definitely think it wants some gesso here and there, and they want a bit of something on them as well, don't they? Well, that one does. Okay, I'll go look for some papers. Okay, I found a folder of papers that want using up for some reason or another. I'll just pull they're all the same one side but different on the back. Quite like that ticking one. Let's pull a selection out before, not too many blues. Oh, I've already decided what I want to do with it. No. Double sided. Yeah, quite like you. Okay, I think that they only want a couple in each, they're not having loads in, so yeah, they're all my spares use them up papers. I've got a lot of them, haven't I? So let's have a look what colours go first. Yeah, I think that one's too bright. Let's put that one back. This is a nice one. Yeah, I like that one. It's got journal pages on the back. You're very much of the same, aren't you? I think those two go together nice, so those two and those two. I think that's enough, because they'll make double, won't they? Especially in this one. So let's just tear the edges off, I think. Because we don't want it to. What word did I say before? Pristine. We don't want it too engineered. No, precision. That's some good words today. Yep, that's definitely not precision. That was definitely a wonky angle. But that's what I want, so. Yeah, I should have maybe taken these off, but I know you like to see as much as you can. Yeah, I can't tell you whose these papers are. I know that some of them will be Nanine's, but they're not all. Oh, I should have done that one on the back, look. It's a smaller. Because they're actually, those are Nanine's. They're actually journal pages from a kit. Don't know which one. Could be Alice. But I don't know. Could be loads of different ones. Okay, got two. I didn't get all the white off there either, did I? So we'll put these in this big one, I think. and let's fold that on its fold and then see what we like size wise. Oh yeah, you see it is a big one. It's a lot bigger than A5, so it's going to take, let me just straighten that off a bit because it was a little bit too non-precision. Yeah, let's have the white covered. So this one's not being cut down as much, it might need more off it. Or shall I leave them odd sizes? I don't know. If I'm going to cut this down, why am I inking it? I don't know the answer to that either, because the white was offending me, really, and now it's not because it's gone. Okay, let's see. I put the smaller one inside the big one, it'd probably be fine. Ouch, that does hurt my delicate arm fingers. Yeah, it's quite bright, that one. Maybe you need to be in the middle, you think? Yeah, that tones it down quite a bit, doesn't it? Does it? Another one that's very bright white around the edge. Let's sort it out. Don't you just love these digitals? That's just a beautiful. Yeah, it looks like somebody's, you know, dyed it and splodged it, and that's not just been created on a computer, is it? It's properly dyed. It's lovely. Not that I am poo-pooing creating art on a computer, because it's not something I can do. It's a skill as well, but I just love to think that someone's been playing with that, like I do. Neil's brought me some gloves, so so I now don't have to have, unless they split, because my fingers yesterday when we went out were awful. They just look like I've never washed my hands. Well, I mean, they are a little bit today, look, still a bit of green in there. If I go in and dabble and I haven't bothered to put the gloves on, I'll still have mucky hands, but you know, dipping them actually in the coffee dye, it like dyes your cuticles and everything. Not a good look, especially when people don't know you're a crafter. Well, we're going for that bigger one on the outside. I might like to see that poking out, actually, now I come to think about it. Yeah, I do. I prefer it like that. Okay, now what I'm thinking is, well, what I was thinking was just to, can't see it there, silly. I was thinking about stitching it in on the sewing machine, but I think I've changed my mind now. I might like an acetate pocket or a see-through pocket on that, or a lace pocket on there maybe. I'm thinking now I'd like a flip up. Yes, a flip up pad. So, oh no, don't do that, Denise. You can't pretend you did that on purpose. More inking, sorry. I don't know that I'm going to get the little one finished, am I? In the hour. Where did my ink? There. That one looks to be done. They're even nicer, aren't they? Separated off. I don't want to lose that, I want to keep it. Oops, put a bit of tape on it. But ink it first. It's not so clean, that's it. Lovely. Okay, good job it was that one, because that's the one that looks like that anyway. So how are we going to, that needs to be the right way up. I think I might have that on the front because I absolutely love it. I have that piece on the front with the hole out. And you're bigger. Right, so you need to be centralised, that's it. Now I was going to say staple it, but I've got that there, haven't I? So it's going to have to be glued. So I can staple it to itself. Let's do that. It would be nice stitched across, wouldn't it? But I don't want to stop now and go sew and come back again and join another piece. Stapler. Yeah, I think I'll staple it and then I think I'll put 3 on into the middle a bit. Then glue it on at the back at the top. So I kind of fold that over. Don't know how straight I've done that. I'm going to flatten those staples in a minute. I just want it to fold once it's down, that's it. Okay, pliers, yes. Squeaky chair. I'm loving these copper staples, I must admit. Yeah, I was thinking about putting some lace on, but I'm not going to. I like them. Right, so the thing is, that's going to take a while to glue solidly, isn't it? Yeah, but I like it. It's lovely how things evolve into things you really like when you've just got a germ of an idea. Oops. And again, I could go crazy embellishing this, but I'm not going to. But I do want some flowers on it, and I think I might put a tiny piece of, you won't get to see that, of gesso on it here and there. But I'll show you in another video what they look like. They might even go in as part of the giveaway. Yeah, so I need to leave that now to do its thing, and then if it's not entirely stuck, I can go back under without glitter like that. So we just want a tag for there and something for in there. Just looking at that piece that I brought out for the other page, but I think it might be nice tucked in there. Let's have a look. So I know this Ledger Digital is from Grungy stuff. I have got some real digital. Could I put a piece of me real digital in it? That would be nice, wouldn't it? That would make it special. Real digital. What is she talking about? Real Ledger is what I'm talking about. I want the piece that's not. I don't want the yes. What is that called? Index. This is all index. I need to tear a piece. Right, bear with me. I'm going to bring the whole thing over. Oh my goodness. Because I haven't taken it apart yet. Oh, oh. Somebody telephoned and confirmed that. No, can't read it. Right, do we want a piece of that in, or do we want some? Oh, choice. Piece shall we put in? It can be written on, can't it? That, because there's not a lot on it. I've not had a look, as you can probably gather. I had a good look through this. There's lots of I knew there was lots of empty pages. Let's put that in. It's obviously been used for a gardening when you're going to come out, because that says sweet peas 1986, 1987, 1988. I think it says sweet peas. Anyway, let's just put a piece of that in there. So, oh, where do we want it? About there. Have all that on show. Are you big enough? Not really, but it won't go in that far, will it? Yeah, sorry if you wanted to use it for anything, if you get this piece of ephemera, because I folded it, but yeah, I like that. Looks better than a digital piece would, doesn't it? Oh, love it. Okay, looks like we're just going to finish this one then. So, flowers for the front. I will finish that one and show you it. I'm thinking I'm liking the stronger colour of these rather than this tissue at the moment. I do love a rose, as you know, although the colour of this one, I don't know what it is, a bit hydrangea looking. The colour of this one goes more with that. They're quite small though, aren't they? I've got 2 roses. I could have a bunch of roses. Couldn't I? I don't want it to oh yeah, it can. You can't see through there, can you? So it could go over that. So we could have that one up there and that one down there, and then a nice label. What do we think? Am I going to leave the white bits on those? Let me get a piece of glue paper. I don't think I am going to. Just dab them a little bit. Not, yeah, a little bit too white. And I don't want to fussy cut them any closer. Just here and there. Bit of, bring the white down a little bit. Squeak. That's better. You probably can't see any difference, but I can. Oh. Right, so we're having you. Where were we having you? Oh my goodness me, have you got a stem? Yeah, that way. Yeah, just going over. So I'm going to glitter it. Oops. I was thinking it might need some string or twine or something around it just to keep it closed. Especially if we put a pocket on the inside. Where will we go in there? It's a lovely dark grungy envelope in places, this one. I've got to love the grunge to love this one. Where have you coming out at an angle? Got glue on me, I see. Oh. So yeah, I know I need to get back to the book that we're filling with fairies. I haven't forgot it. I've got a couple of things to do, tiny bit of stitching and a bit of gluing before I can come on and do it with you again, and I basically haven't done it yet, so yeah, any day now. Maybe today I will get that done, or maybe tomorrow. So if you don't see it tomorrow, you should see it at the, what's tomorrow? Thursday. Yeah, you should see it Thursday or Friday. Like that a lot. And a label. Let's put this in here. Then all we need is a tag. Haul, she says, like it's nothing. Something. What do I want? Something fancy. Just spotted something there. Not too much. That's got roses on it as well. That's from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. Let's just leave it there a minute and see if it grows on. Also, what else have we got in the big? Not white. Oh, too big. That's from Tina as well. As is that. These are Nanines. I quite like that one. Oh, it's a bigger one of those. Is that too big? Yeah, I think we've got enough roses going on there. So maybe that one. Or do I just want a plain one of these? Again, might be too big. Wow, I like that. I like it. It's just fancy enough, but not too fancy. Yep, that's the one. But I'm wondering if to just a little bit, make it a little bit more distressed than it is. Just a little bit, seeing as the whole, what is it? Still don't know what we're calling it. The whole piece is grungy distressed, isn't it? So we'll give it a little bit more. That's better. Shall I glitter it for speed? But I still need to get that tag done. Yeah, I like it. I just want a tag in there and we're done. And that is a nice journaling spot actually on its own, isn't it? Might just put a little bit of something there. Okay, I'll go get the bits for the tag. Okay, I found some paper and I cut a piece of card out the right size. I've also done the little book as well, so I just put the page that was left, just chopped it into 4 and stapled it in and glued it in. And yeah, I've done the same there. I've just got a card ready to go in. Oh, I found something to put in the back as well once covering that. So just a page from my typewritten zoological sciences book, but it's got some journaling, so it is vintage. I've just cut the perforated edges off the side so it would fit, but it is vintage paper, but it's quite, yeah, it's in quite good condition. So it's got, you know, like a vintage piece in it like that one has. Yeah, and I just put a little washi sticker on the bottom there. I haven't glued it on so it can be taken off if whoever has this doesn't like it. Right, so I've brought, I don't know if I'm going to like this or not now, but I brought a little whale-tail tab and this paper to cover it with, so I thought I might just glue it down somewhere. Is there any particular piece of it I like? No, let's go for this. Take the white edge off. Go for this bottom corner. Not right at the bottom, which is this side. Right, is there an up and down? Yeah, so that way up. Just glue it on there. Shall I just collal it? Let's just collal it. Oops, because this craft card drinks glue, as I'm sure you know if you've used it yourself. So my glue stick I don't think would perform particularly well on this. Now the Scotch glue stick does, but you have to put a lot down, but I haven't got a Scotch one at the moment. I've got a El Cheapo as it's known. Okay, and then what I need to do is, if I can find it, I need to roller it. Here it is. Here it is. Oops. I have started filming, haven't I? I just had a thought for a moment there that I hadn't. I don't know about covering the back. I might leave the back actually. put it somewhere near for a minute. Move that out of the way, get rid of some rubbish. Close that. Yeah, I think I'll just leave the back, what's that called? Craft card. It may get a splash of gesso when I do the rest of the envelope, just a touch. So I have rounded the edges. Didn't think that one through, did I? I could just chopped a bit of the card off there. Never mind. Reshaping. That's it. Cutting wet glue with me good scissors. Naughty. Are we down nice? Oh yeah, it's nice. So I wanted a, you know, something pretty, but not too full on. Oh, we're big enough. Have I put it on the wrong way? Only just though. I'll ink it and then put that. I think I did something with the measuring there. Thinking I was getting ahead. Put that pull tab on it. And then I guess the question is, do I want anything? I've marked the centre up. Do I want anything? I'm not going to ink that either. On the front of it. Because I've got those beautiful flowers, I don't want it to clash. Maybe a really big butterfly, perhaps. Oops. Yeah, that looks okay. I wasn't sure about the two together, but I like it. So it's going in that way. I quite like it with the plain at the back as well. I want you there. I want you sticking out a little bit. Oh yeah, it's covered. So yeah, it is quite plain. So I found this as well. Now I thought of a few places to put it and can't decide. So I'm not going to put it anywhere. Just put a lid on here while I have a look at my butterflies. And then that will definitely have to be it, because I'm pretty sure I'm way past my time. Butterflies. Okay, and ouch. Yeah, I knocked the light over and it took everything out with it. So yeah, you're not where you should be or anything now, but yes, I've had a look at the time and we are way past where we should be. So I quickly just grabbed 3 butterflies and stuck them on that, and let's see where they end up in here, because I haven't put them in and tried it. Oh yeah, we're all right, we're on show. Okay, so that will have to be it, because yes, definitely past my time. So this one just needs the tag covering and something putting in there, and then we made 2 really, didn't we? So all that lovely journal space. We still can see that it was a an envelope. A lovely piece of ephemera in the back. Yeah, I like them. Okay, so yeah, I'll be making more this size so that they just pop into, and I'll probably just tie them with some, I was thinking some what do you call, embroidery thread. Yeah. Okay, I popped this and that on there as well. I don't know if I showed you that. All right, hope you enjoyed watching that and listening to me waffle and seeing all my boobies, mistakes, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.